So the first poem that I'm going to read is from my chapbook. It is titled God Am I Your Eyelid? And the poem's titled Clock. Brine, soup of muscles. Some garland ropes the wall of eternity. I'm hung at its clock. Bluebells occur as limbs. My mouth is a small blessing. It opens and the air that is the journey of each into each, floods in. The deluge is the floaters in the eye. Am I weeping? Is weeping true only when there is no reason, only sadness, a clause that sticks by itself? My long body is a cathedral, its decomposition is holy. Men and women meet me in this tiny yard. Their eyes are buttons, their ears are buttons, they are shirts. Loose shirts swim beside me. I am foreign to and most intimate with this knowledge. The knee is bending for the scalpel, the body is growing moist and moist. The climber eats me, and I'm struck by its holy shape, a long arc to no end. The one eye blinks. Salt rushes in to save the paper. I pronounce myself holy in this ordeal of near death. The second poem is titled Hemline. Blood is the hemline that joins jaw to jaw. Each day drops like a bomb, and the flying nest of the flesh is witnessed with all the five senses. I'm growing a new tongue to hold this tension that encapsulates the flesh today. The flesh splits a fork and carves the sky into entities of new shapes. I reinvent the very morphology of skies between my tensed eyelids. I do not know which morning the body will resume its old shadow. For now, it rests like a particle in the sun, heaving, born of trepidations, killing each sense with a newfound one. I imagine touching the naked bone of all items, the preciousness of curves that makes the world might do it. It might be the sacred carpet that with touch imbibes each and every sound that possesses the articles of the cut universe. I imagine that the body's diameter, spinning inside a helix, will eventually set itself against the sun, and when I peak, I will see the drooping mouth of all creation. The third poem is titled is Nocturne 1. Small pebble, tiny cord of a wick. The mouth is an orgasm in black. The night clings to the sore buildings. It leaps into this eye crawling with lashes. Lashes sweep and dust, cuddle and swathe the night. Black skin departs from the wardrobe of film air. I am chewing the insides of a symphony. Small wicks arise in my palm. I count my knuckles. The body is a variable hung in space-time. I am evaporating between shores. I cling and cling to the paraffin ecstasy of the breeze being withheld by the body. The small chapter of licorice dust soaps the face when the body is half asleep. Half asleep, yes, this is how joy meets suffering in this cast of days. Half asleep, the body rises from its sepsis and catches the worms that make each particle a particle. The anthem is the small tongue clocking along the nerves. Pain is the bedsheet that clasps the ankle, and only the night comes in, sweeps in through the window, an image, a memory of a condition of living. The body inflates as it snores. So I'm going to read a few more poems from my upcoming collection, and this will be my debut poetry collection, a full-length poetry collection. The first poem is titled Evening. Evening, a marble plateau, sliced breath of the day. Red pomegranate seeds flutter, turning the mouth-strained sky into a velvet sienna. Stillness, lack of movement, or lack of thought. An elongation of emotion, a requiem for the living. The air, it seems, is suffused with a flat ochre light, static around the bark of all trees. A consolation, a lullaby, a long, long pause, everything in the goddamn world bending down to stare at its very own miracle. Twilight's veil flutters, an insect strapped to the day's chest. She moves, slowly, carefully. There are no mistakes made here. The day falls in precise moments, just as it began. A cold shudder, a celestial beast salivates over life's porous face, and the horizon grins. Evening, the sly tongue of light. The second poem is titled Lilith. Lilith, sepulchre of stunted air, a thin laugh, the drooping Venus tongues, ecstatic in the wedges of space. My garden blistered with their warm breath, their constant heaving, the inaudible glaring presence, thousands of purple baby fists hanging, just hanging, the most precious of sights, yet appalling, very appalling. Lilith, your large viscous being above these pockets of breasts. You stand with your tongue deep in my mouth, a fine straw of divine ache. You stand still, deviously devoid of all language. You stand, seeking neither forgiveness nor awaiting any. You stand outside, outside breath, sense, being. You stand outside of all human judgment, plain vicious, the glorious face of luscious lunacy. Thank you.